Today is moving day. But I didn't hire a crew of movers. Nor did I ask any of my friends for help. Why? Because the back-breaking labor of moving my life, well, that's my burden to bear. I mean, what kind of man would I be if I paid others to do work I'm unwilling to do myself? I don't live to flee discomfort or avoid responsibility. I'd much rather confront my challenges head-on. Alexander the Great was the tip of the spear for every victorious charge. Similarly, Napoleon emerged from the haze of battle with fingers stained black from manning the cannon. The best among us, we do the work and lead by example. We demonstrate to others, our sons and brothers, how to endure the hardships and perils of existence by bearing our daily burdens. Sometimes we succeed, other times we fail and become exemplars of how to endure pain. Regardless, we live with the results without boast or complaint. That is fortitude. But no man is born with a surplus of this psychological steel or silent inner strength. These are instead skills that get honed by the many cruel lessons life constantly doles out. Question is, will we learn from these experiences or stagnate in our default mental mode? See, born inside each of us, there's a feeble little voice echoing in our skulls, asking, what if I can't pick it up? What if I break under the load? What if I hurt myself? Or more simply, what if it hurts? These questions come from fear of pain, fear of seeming inadequate in the eyes of others. Thankfully, there's a solution to these anxieties of everyday life and other feeble frames of mind. The solution is to vanquish them by hard-won, lived experience. And if life doesn't provide, we train. As preparation for darker days, we struggle to lift our body against unrelenting gravity, only to surrender, then grapple with gravity again, over and over and over. But it's only when we've conquered our mind and silenced that feeble, soft voice inside that our bodies will follow. So, if my back isn't strong enough to do the work of life, then I will push through the pain and exhaustion, and the work of life will make my mind and back stronger for life's next challenge. Pain and exhaustion are both merely signals, teaching us how mentally capable we are. Can we overcome and push through? If yes, then we will birth inside ourselves the confidence to attack life and take what we want, versus being mere passengers in our own life story. Here's the thing. I'm just moving crates filled with the trappings of life. But little did I know when I started that moving all this could make me a better, more capable man, wiser and stronger. I could have hired movers, could have asked friends for help. Instead, I did the work. I manifested misfortune to test myself, to see what I'm made of, and ultimately, to see what I can make of myself. And now that I'm done, my back sore, body inflamed, my wrist twisted and temporarily ruined, well, I can't lie to myself. Even though I moved everything I owned by myself, I still failed. This measly little task on the path of life, it didn't break me, but it did take more out of me than it should have, more than I want to admit. I should have done more to prepare for the trials life constantly throws at us. Instead, I grew soft, neglecting my body. I grew comfortable on the couch while gorging on late-night ice cream, sour gummies, and sweats. And so, to get through at the end of the move, I needed a little bit of manufactured motivation. I needed to entice myself with the one thing I knew I'd need, the one thing I knew I'd crave. Is there anything wrong with a little bribery? A little Machiavellian self-manipulation? If there is, right now, I don't much care. In the future, though, there will be no more negotiating with the feeble voice echoing inside my stubborn skull. From this point forward, there is a plan. I will push, I will pull, I will hinge, and I will squat. I will renovate my body, make it leaner and stronger, increase its capacity to do work, tear its sinews and stretch its fibers to increase my flexibility. But to achieve all this, I'll need tools to assist me. Because I don't have David Goggins' relentlessly aggressive voice inside my head. And I'm not driven to forge my body into a deadly weapon like Bruce Lee. I'm a craftsman. And craftsmen need tools. And so I stole ideas from others smarter than myself and assembled a weekly workout routine. I crafted a plan for clean eating and bought the necessities to promote rest and recovery in the bedroom. Most importantly, I've learned how to hold myself accountable with the use of a daily habit tracker. I've set myself up to succeed in every way I know how. There's just one tool missing, and it's the most important of all. See, I gave myself the non-negotiable task of renovating this house. And if I design this space poorly and build it to reinforce the sloth and gluttony of contemporary existence, I will fail. For the environment we live in and interact with is the most powerful tool in determining our habits, and therefore our identity. The design of this blank slate, turning this house into a home, is the single most important variable as to whether I will succeed and realize my goals or not. I can't overcome the gravitational pull of the environment I choose to call home. And so the challenge in front of me is a complex one. It's not renovate this house and exercise as if they're two separate things. It's instead to renovate this house in such a way as to promote all those aspects of a healthy lifestyle by making clean eating, movement, and strength training an integral, frictionless part of my daily lived experience. All while increasing the friction of mindless snacking and the sloth of a life lived scrolling on the couch. My name is Adam. I am the Nourish Workshop, and though I have a garage full of tools, the real work is always done on ourselves. This film is just a beginning. It's a recognition that becoming the most powerful version of myself requires me to thoughtfully and intentionally manipulate the design and function and flow of this house into a tool, an environment that lowers the costs and barriers to becoming a better man. I invite you to follow along on this journey, this inquiry. Solutions are coming, and they might just surprise you.